promoters know that, so they don't book them.
It's a big fight for Wilbur Henderson. He's lost his last 2 fights after a very good start in his pro career and a very good start in 1982, in which he had won 7 in a row, then lost to Clint Jackson. Good right hand by Walker.
1 punch, though. He didn't follow it up.
Now he tries to. Jackson beat Henderson a 10-round decision back in November, and then Raldon defeated Henderson, stopped him. Juan Domingo Raldon stopped him in February. Final seconds, round 7. And you're watching professional boxing on Madison Square Garden Cablevision. Oh, man. Let's check in on the Blast Man's corner.
Saying to his corner there, but they were talking with him, and all of a sudden he broke into the conversation, but I couldn't hear it. Kind of tough to see him with the corner.
Round 8 scheduled for 10. And still to come, Jose the Threat Barrett against Floyd Mayweather. And you know that'll be action from
Yes, there will.
Right now, in the locker room, I know Jose is probably mapping out the strategy.
And some people asked Howard Albert, his manager today, why he let him come back his first fight after that knockout by Marlon Starling. Why let him come back against such a tough opponent as Mayweather? And Howard gave him a real good answer. He said, hey, I got to find out what this guy's got. Mayweather is not Marlon Starling, and if he can't beat Mayweather, then maybe he hasn't got, maybe he should get a job somewhere. So that's the right approach of a manager. Mayweather is certainly not a Starling.
You know, we'll get into it a little further when we talk about Barrett and get into the fight. The question of whether Barrett leaped too far, going from the fighters he had been fighting to a Marlon Starling, who's one of the top contenders in the welterweight division.
Well, if he did it himself, because he is the one who wanted that fight. He begged Howard Albert to get him that fight. You would think that Walker, who digs in, he's a flat-footed fighter, you would think that his punches would be heavier. They're half-speed punches most of the time. He doesn't want them to be heavier. He just wants to fight and just keep fighting. And maybe I think he goes into every fight designed to go all the way.
Yeah. He's always ready for the distance. Some guys are looking for that big knockout like Capobianco came out looking for an early knockout. Walker's doesn't fight that way.
And Capobianco, as you saw, ran out of gas trying to do it that way, and you can see that Walker's as fresh now as he was in the first round.
Tremendous stamina. Less than a minute to go in round 8. And Henderson has had difficulty throughout, trying to land on Walker.
Walker should gamble. We're in the 8th round now, and he should gamble a little bit. He should try to make this fight a little more exciting than it is. And the reason he should is because he is so popular with the people. He should try to continue that. But you can hear the crowd is practically still here at the Fulk Forum because the action is not that great.
Late in the 8th round. Don't go away. We've got more boxing action in just a moment. And you're right in the ring with White Tiger Walker on the right, Wilbur Henderson on the left. That was Henderson's best punch of the fight.
Oh, the best punch, right? The only real good one he got in there. That's what should happen in this fight. Maybe Henderson should sting Walker a little bit, and Walker fights good when he gets hurt.
Henderson starting to open up a little bit and go first. I think he's been waiting for Walker to take the lead throughout, but it hasn't worked out that way. Now Henderson's starting to score a little bit.
Neither fighter has been pressed in this fight. There's been no pressure on either one of them. Neither one has taken the lead. Neither one has put on any consistent offense. And they're just trading shots every once in a while. It's not a very exciting fight.
Now the question is, John, if you're a manager of Tiger Walker, a trainer, would you try and change his style to get him to be a little more
yes,
exciting?
I sure would.
Okay.
Yep. I would. I'd try to get him to be a little more flashy. He's a well-conditioned athlete. He's a good fighter. I'd try to get him to change his style. I'd try to get him to be a little more aggressive, take the lead, gamble.
Even though he wins?
Even though he wins, sure.
He's winning with this style right now.
Okay, but he's not going to be very appealing for too long, Sam, fighting this kind of a style.
A wild left by Walker landed. Henderson's doing his best boxing of the fight in this 9th round.
Called it, Sam. You said it was going all the way. We're almost home.
Left hook landing by Walker. Henderson opening up a little, has left himself open as well. Henderson scoring with a left again. We're late in round 9 of the scheduled 10-round middleweight bout. Late in round 9, as you mentioned, John, how many times you said styles make fights?
Yeah, that's right.
And here you got two guys who are counter punchers and really haven't mixed it up at all.
Very respectful of each other, too.
Final seconds, round 9. From Madison Square Garden's Felt Forum, this is professional boxing.
Could be Henderson's best round of the fight, Sam. Maybe the only round he won in the fight. I don't know.
Guess what? Two punch him, smack him out fight. You ever get in? What are you looking at? Go right after him. You got to step over when you hit down. You got to step in the rush him. Guess what? He's backing up. He's going down.
The guys keep saying, guess what?
Go right after him. He's going to try to be defensive. You're going to lose the fight. Thank you. Don't get it. There's one way you can win this fight. You got to finish like an animal. Let it all go.
And final round. John, the way I figure it, Henderson's got to knock Tiger Walker out to win. Does he feel that? Do you think he feels that way?
Yeah, I think that he must know that, Sam. Every fighter has to be honest with himself. He must know that he has to knock him out to win. And not only that, but his corners told him the only way you're going to win this fight is go out and blast him, knock him out. But I don't think that's going to happen.
White Tiger Walker. He gets his work in the ring, that's for sure. He puts his time in. This will be the 4th consecutive 10-rounder here at the Felt Forum.
Maybe he just likes to fight, likes to hang around. That's what you call hanging out in the ring. Like I say, Sam, I root for him because he's gotten everything in a tough way. all the way down the line, but he's got to brush up his act.
Now Henderson